Good evening, everyone. Kalla here. Welcome to my live stream. Glad you could make it today. So today is a Handcam stream to show off what I got at Walt Disney World. If you were here for my Japan haul video, this is not going to be nearly as long. I only had one checked bag. I can't buy that much. Hello Nick, hello Dragon. Yeah, you're right. I did utilize every single character available to me in the title of this stream. How you doing? Alright, so backstory. I recently came back from Walt Disney World in Florida. And I bought not too many things. I'm not too bad, not too bad. Right, shall we get into it? The first section is what I'm calling freebies and things that were included in other things I did. Because, like, does this really count? The card that was both my ticket into the parks and also my room key and also did the dining plan. It's cute though, so it counts. Not that I used it for any of those things after like the first day. The thing that replaced it will come up later. What else have we got? Ah, yeah. So the hotel I was staying at was Port Orleans French Quarter, which meant that I got free Mardi Gras beads because they're always celebrating Mardi Gras. One of these I got when we checked in. One of them we were given at breakfast one day. Cute things, cute things. Speaking of the hotel and free things, so this is a little badge that I got for finding. There's basically a cutout of Lewis from Princess and the Frog that you could find somewhere in the hotel. I literally didn't find him till my last morning there. But I did, and so I got this badge. Apparently if you find him subsequent days you get like stickers on these, but I only found him once. What else here is freebies? I have this transport tip card and little sticker that I was given by one of the bus drivers one day. These cards are actually a little collectible set, so I have number 18. When stepping high or stepping low safely is the way to go. Don't trip, don't fall. Be safe. Curious if I picked up any Lorcana? No, I didn't. I don't think did I even see any Lorcana while I was out there? I also don't really play that anymore, so I don't really buy it anymore. I was visiting for the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. So this is the festival passport that's got all of the information on the various foods, but also if you consume cheese, and if you can consume 5 different cheese things, they don't have to be different cheese things. As you may note by the fact that 3 of these stamps are the same. You actually got a little free dessert, which was a cheesecake flavored Dole Whip. Key lime pie cheesecake? Something like that. And that came in this cute little plastic glass with cheese on it. It says Emil's Fromage Montage. I mean, obviously I kept this. It's cute. What am I going to use it for? I don't know. I also have from Animal Kingdom, my Wilderness Explorer handbook. This is full. I got all of the badges. Because I got all of the badges, I got these Senior Wildlife Explorer stickers. This was actually pretty fun, even as an adult. And I learned things. Something free that got rather crushed. So excuse me a second. I did the animation experience. This is my drawing of Ed the hyena. He's kind of wonky. And yeah, he got kind of crushed in my bag that day, and then I didn't have a way of getting him home safe. So he's very squished and creased. I also have a couple of pencils. This one was from the animation experience, and this one was from doing the Wilderness Explorers. Yay, free stuff. Included stuff. Oop. Let's turn this back on again. I was on the dining plan. So this is the resort refillable mug. It's very cute. I also do in fact need to replace the battery in this camera. I thought it was good. I thought what was left in here was going to last a bit longer. But yeah, this has basically got pictures of like all of the hotels on it, I think. Or most of them. But this was nice. We'll keep with this battery until it actually runs out. And continuing with... No, actually that battery icon's going to annoy me. Give me a sec. Right. Yeah, when I turned this on before, it said it was like 2/3 full. So I was like, we'll be good with that, but I'll charge the other one just in case. Good thing I did. It didn't like me doing that. There we go. There we go. Right. Full battery. Full battery. Right, where was I? I was in the middle of something. Ah, yes. Things that were included with experiences I did. Which of these should I do first? I'll do them in order of the order I did things in. So, I went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. This is the wristband from the night I went. You've got to be really careful with these because you can tighten them quite easily and not untighten them. Also from the Halloween party, this is the trick or treat bag. It's got the Gravediggers from the Haunted Mansion on that side. Got Mickey and Minnie on this side. It holds a small amount of candy. It doesn't actually hold any candy anymore because I ate it. But I did get like 2 kilograms of candy. Wasn't it a bit early for the Halloween party? They start doing them in August, which is really early. Yeah, one of the friends I was visiting with is very much a Halloween person, so we did the Halloween party. I also did, on my own, because I am a giant nerd, the Keys to the Kingdom tour, where they take you on a 5-hour walking tour where they tell you behind the scenes info and they actually take you backstage. This is the little key-shaped badge that you get for doing that. This was a lot of fun. I learned things, and I got to see bits of the park that I wouldn't ordinarily get to see. And then the third additional thing that I booked and did, Ogre's Cantina in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So I have a coaster from Ogre's. I loved Galaxy's Edge so much. So much. And yeah, that's everything that was free or came with something that I spent a lot of money on. So let's go on into stuff I actually bought. Specifically. And let's just continue with the Ogre's Cantina theme. And I should have taken this out of the box before. And that would have made things easier. So while at the cantina, I obtained the Lothcat mug. Calculator can be used now. Good luck, Drag, because I don't have prices on most of this stuff. You can't make me terrified about how much I spent. Haha. says the Lothcat. This is a mug. I would be concerned about how to clean this. It is very nice. This is actually pottery. But yeah, in theory, my drink was supposed to be served in one of these, and then I was supposed to get one to bring home, but I only got one to bring home. So I don't know how much of a pain it might be to drink out of this. I have a feeling that if I tried to drink out of this, I would stab myself in the eye. I guess you use a straw, probably. But it's a very pretty mug. Make a planter out of it. It's a bit, I feel like it's a bit tall for a planter, but a vase maybe? It'll probably make a good vase. But yes, very cute, and as I said, Galaxy's Edge, literally my favourite area of any of the parks. I could just exist there forever. Right, shall we? I don't know how I'm getting this under the camera. The largest item that I bought. It's a plushie Carnotaurus. Do, 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 do. I know that. He's huge. And you may be like, that doesn't look like a plushie. That doesn't look like a plushie, Kalla. It is actually stuffed. As you can see, if I bring its information over, maybe. I don't know if you can read that. It does say it's stuffed with polyester filling. It's just coated in latex because it's a dinosaur. But yeah, given that Carnotaurus is my favourite dinosaur, I couldn't not obtain this boy. I mean, just a second. Let's see if I can. Nope. I want to show you how dumb he looks from the front. And this isn't gonna work. Look at him. He looks so dumb. And I needed him. That is the physically largest thing in this haul. This guy took up a lot of my suitcase space. But it's a Carnotaurus and dinosaurs closing, and I needed him. Right. What else have we got in the things that I bought? The Remy's Hide and Squeak scavenger hunt. Basically, you found a bunch of little Remy's in various places in Epcot and put the various stickers on the places. I'm not going to show the entire thing because that would be potentially spoilers for people who are doing it. So there's one side. But the point was, you get a prize for doing that. Bento box with Donald on it. There were a bunch of different options, but I chose Donald. Yeah. So there you go. That's that one. Let's see. Am I ever going to use the bento box? Now why would you ask me that? I very rarely need a lunchbox. I work from home. It might just end up being a storage box for things. Now, how about another plush? This is the Princess Leia plush toy from the Toydarian Toymaker, I think it was, in Galaxy's Edge. This one's got a price on it. This one's got a tag with it. Just a second. Hey, look, Drag, you wanted a price. $24.99 plus sales tax because America is weird. Why can I not have just the proper price on the thing? But yes, I think this doll is cute. You may have a different opinion. One of my friends definitely disagreed that this was cute. As you can see, it didn't stop me buying her. I think she's cute. Yeah. So when I showed the ticket card before, yeah, I did buy a Magic Band Plus to replace it with. So this allowed me to do all of the features that that card had, but with something that was attached to my wrist constantly, and I couldn't... Well, I say I couldn't lose. I guess if I dropped this, then that's not the point. The point is this was so much easier to use because it was attached to my wrist. And look how cute it is. It's purple and it's got flowers, and you can probably see exactly why I bought it. It has Mulan on it. I'm pretty sure if you looked at a whole bunch of Magic Band Pluses and went, I wonder which one of those Kalla would buy, it's the purple one with the flowers on it. And no, I don't remember how much this was. It was also priced according to a colour scale, like when we get to the pins, that's also going to be a case. So I want to say it was around $55-ish, maybe? I don't remember. The point was, it was very useful. And it's also lit up for like shows and stuff. And some rides. It had a party on Tiana's Bio Adventure. What else is in this bag? Scarias. No price no price tag attached on these ones. But Scarias. I thought they were cool. And I didn't actually wear them while I was there because I was wearing a bucket hat to protect my ears from the sun. And so ears didn't really work. It's kind of fluffy. Well, it's very fluffy. It's very fluffy. More things that are probably a bit too large here. It's an apron. An apron with figments on it. That's got a price tag attached to it too. $39.99. It's quite a good size apron, and it's got a couple of pockets, and also on the straps on the back, it's got little wings that are very cute. And I haven't used this yet, but it is a very good size apron that I intend on using in the kitchen. I feel like with that we need to get into clothes. Oh, I should have... The wings provide enough lift. No, definitely not. They're like less... I would do a better job flapping my arms. I should button this back up again. It's a short-sleeved button-up shirt with villains on it. Almost all of the villains for the Twisted Wonderland dorms. I think it's like missing one for that. And that's the Queen of Hearts. Yeah, there was a lot of villains merch with it being Halloween season, and with the new villains show. Did they have twist merch? No. Did I find some people who knew Twisted Wonderland? Yes. I did have a couple of conversations with people because I took my eater bag with me. Continuing the clothing theme. Dinosaur t-shirt. Carnotaurus. Had to. Yeah, it's got the little tagline of the ride. It's fast, it's a blast, it's in the past. Goes well with Meccano? Yeah, it does. I actually didn't manage to get that much dinosaur merch. I wanted a pin for the ride, but they didn't seem to have them. Inside out. All these clothing bits I actually wore while I was there, but they have been through the wash since. T-shirts from the Halloween party. This is the back of the t-shirt, where the main print is. It's the same art that was on the candy bags. They did have a t-shirt that had the Haunted Mansion Bride on it, but I'm not actually a fan of ladies' fit t-shirts. They don't fit right on me. They're too short. So yeah, I got that one. It's got a very small print on the front. It just says Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Also from Galaxy's Edge. This is a bit too Inspira. Technically the individually most expensive and also least expensive thing. Because this is a gift card. But it's also a solid chunk of metal. So I think to buy it, it was, I want to say it was $104.95, but it was also a $100 gift card, so it was like $4.95 for a fair chunk of metal that looks like basically the in-universe currency for that world. Quite chunky, quite weighty. What else is in this bag? Ah, yes. You know what I always buy? Magnet. So once again, the most obnoxiously touristy magnets I could find. This one's seriously huge. Rubber. Got the year on it. Its price was mint. Therefore, I can't really tell you what it was. I feel like it was about $12 or so. Fridge reveal. Yeah, I should really show you guys the fridge. I've almost completely covered the upper door at this point. And there's one thing left in this bag, which is nice and neatly wrapped because it's an ornament. So also specifically from my hotel, so from Port Orleans French Quarter, it's this little ornament of Tiana, basically in one of the buildings, effectively. There's a light on this. How do I turn it on? I don't remember where the on button is. It's tab at the top, I think. Maybe. Would help if I removed the little thing that stops the battery draining. There we go. It lights up. Not very impressively. Does this have a price on it? Yes, it does. $29.99. I didn't really buy that many ornaments because obviously that's supposed to be for Christmas trees, and this is ridiculously heavy for a Christmas tree. But I got this one because it'll just stand on a surface. And also because it was specific to the hotel that I stayed at. And I wanted hotel-specific merch. And that is that bag. Which actually means we are down to the final section. And the final section is pins. So this pin came out literally the first day I was in the parks. It was a Tuesday, so new pins. Where's the other one? That pin and that pin. That one with Chip and Dale, and this one with Stitch. He moves. Yeah, I went to the pin stores on the Tuesday mornings when the new pins came out so that I could get fancy new limited edition pins. They didn't really do much in the way of fancy stuff while I was there. These ones actually have prices on the back. $22.99, $19.99. Most of the pins I'm going to show you won't. That one. Where's the other one? The other Tuesday I was there for these, and there's a third one that goes with those. There we go. Pinnerific, pintacular, pintastic. So these are because it's 25 years of Disney pins. The limited release ones, I think they're all the same price. Yep. $19.99. So yeah, these are all... Actually, the Chip and Dale one is limited edition, actually. These ones are limited release. They're kind of cute. I don't know if I'm going to keep them all. I haven't decided yet. There's a limited edition from that day too, which is this Inkwells of Evil Maleficent pin, which I kind of love this. It reminds me of Twisted Wonderland. It reminds me of the Overblots. And now I kind of want the rest of this series. Maleficent coming out of an ink bottle. Great. What else have I forgot? I'm trying to do this in a sensible order. Here's a Halloween party specific pin. Oh wait, I gotta say the Maleficent one was $22.99. There should be another. Yeah. 2 pins from the Halloween party. There were more pins that were done for the Halloween party, but these were the only ones I actually managed to find and buy. I've got Stitch, who's clearly eaten way too much candy, and the Gravediggers again. 19.99. Yeah, I spent most of my money on pins. That's what happened here. I also have this Mysterious Monuments Ursula pin. I think these had come out like the week before I got there, so I wasn't expecting them to be in stock, but I found the Ursula one. 22.99. I feel like I can't remember who else was available, but they were less interesting to me because, you know, I love Ursula. I'm still not sure whether she or Scar is my favourite villain. It's one of them. I think that's now all of the pins with prices on them. So here's the pin from Port Orleans French Quarter. Got a. It's hinged and it's got Tiana on the inside. Yeah, once again, wanted to get that because that's where I stayed. French Quarter was lovely, by the way. Love it. Small resort, everything in easy walking distance. Pins have hinges. This one does. And so you may or may not remember from social media that we had a problem with the flights on the way home and ended up having to scramble for another night of accommodation, which we couldn't do at French Quarter because they were sold out for the night. So we ended up for one night at Fort Wilderness in one of the cabins. And so I bought the Fort Wilderness pins as well, which came as a set of 2. So these ones actually have a price on the back. $24.99. The Port Orleans one just says pink. Yeah, a little set of 2 with Mickey and Chippendale. Chippendale's campfire sing-along was so much fun. Because as much as I wish we didn't have the stress of the flights, Fort Wilderness was very fun. Alright. What's next? 2 pins from Galaxy's Edge. This one with a view of part of Batu. That's I think that building's Doc Arndar's Den of Antiquities. And it's got bright suns, which is essentially the good morning greeting over there on Batu. That one is yellow. Trade deal, miss the flight for fun, go home for maybe less fun. Yeah. I just could have done without the stress, you know? And then here's the Black Spire outfit, Tilda Spire pin as well. That one's silver. No, I do not remember what those numbers mean in terms of prices. I kind of wish I'd actually... I really wish I'd bought more stuff from Black Spire Outpost. There were several other things I wanted, and I didn't end up getting them. And that's probably a good thing, given that my bag was getting very close to the weight limit on the way back. All these pieces of metal. And I repressed the memories of the prices, yes. Well, it's not like they're helping. Think. So, Aristocats pin with the whole family. I like having Aristocats pins that aren't just Marie, because Marie gets too much merch on her own. I like Aristocat stuff that has everyone. And then I've got this one. Alice in Wonderland pin of the Mad Hatter and the March Hare. I feel like you don't see the March Hare on a lot of stuff. So I was like, I need this pen as well. This is silver. Whatever silver was. I really should have bought more pens, she says, having shown a ridiculous quantity of pens. Here's these three. I have sort of a pin collection that's like characters in ride vehicles. So these were the pins I found that worked for that. So I've got Mickey on Test Track, Mickey on Space Mountain, and Donald on Kilimanjaro Safaris. Pins and Magnets collection tour. Maybe. Right. Yellow, silver, silver. Once again, what do those numbers, what do those words mean? I don't remember. I didn't take any pictures of what that means. And I probably shouldn't think about it. And we're actually almost out of pins I bought. These ones aren't on cards. So these were from a mystery box set called Magical Marksman. And I like bows and arrows, so I was like, I need these. I feel like I've misplaced one somewhere. Because they came two to a box, and yes, there's an even number here, but I did give one to a friend. So there should be another one. And I'm pretty sure the other one is another Hercules because I kept pulling Hercules. I really want to source a couple of the ones I didn't get, like the Mickey one, which is him in his like musketeer outfit, and also there's a Merida. And then things I didn't actually buy, but pin trading. So there's a bunch of pin boards and stuff that you can trade pins with cast members. So here is some of the pins I traded for. These are the pins I traded for that I'm relatively certain aren't quite legit. Because that is unfortunately a problem over there with the pin trading. But I got these because they were cute anyway, even if I'm not convinced they're actually genuine. I wish I'd gone for more of the Duffies, because there's like a whole set of these Duffy and hats. Yeah, basically, Drag, no, most of the pins on those pin boards are either fakes or what gets termed as scrappers, which is lower quality pins that should have been chucked for quality control that got sold out the back of the factory. And people buy giant lots of them because it's cheaper. So it's actually a pain in the ass trying to find real pins on the boards, but some of the scrappers are cute. But I did get some legit pins off of the boards. So I have this little castle silhouette with candy apples in it. This cute Eeyore pin. This is thanks for noticing me. A coffee cup that looks like Sorcerer Mickey. I don't know why there are pins that are like slippers, but it's got the Cheshire Cat on it, and I like Cheshire Cat. I guess it's one that's the Cheshire Cat and one that's themed after the teacups, which once again, tea. Hi, I like it. And here's the other legit ones I managed to trade for. So I've got a couple of these Star Wars ladies, Rey and Princess Leia. 25 years of pin trading Simba. This R2-D2. This is the coolest pin I traded for. I actually got this on the morning after we stayed at Fort Wilderness, before we headed off to the airport. I actually went around the monorail hotels and looked at their pin trading boards. So like this is a picture of Walt Disney with the little maquettes from Pinocchio. Apparently this pin's supposed to have like a little Pinocchio pin that goes through it, but it's cool even without that. And there's this one that I got at Fort Wilderness at one of their boards. I have no idea where that one's from. But yeah, I intended on doing a lot more pin trading than I did. But that was all I did. Mostly because, as I said, most of the boards were like covered in not so interesting scrappers and stuff. And yeah. Pins are becoming advanced, yeah. Pin on pin designs. Pins with hinges. And yeah, that is actually everything. As I said, not nearly as much stuff as I brought back from Japan. As I recall, that Japan haul took like 3 hours. But I guess I sort of had 1/3 of the space to bring back stuff with, basically. Because I only had one case and half of it had to contain my clothes. So yeah, there you go. Bit of a short one today. Carnital's going to say goodbye. Goodbye. The numbers aren't interesting today. No, unfortunately, there weren't enough numbers available for you. I'm sorry, Drag. So yeah, that is everything. Thank you very much for watching. It's been fun, and now I can go and put these things away. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the total amount I spent was somewhere at least twice that, Drag. At least. But yeah, Disney doesn't like to tell me how much I spent. Yes, if you've enjoyed being here and you're new, you can consider subscribing to the channel. I mostly do gaming, but sometimes we do things like this. You can also follow me on social media, which is linked in the description box. The streaming schedule for the channel is both over there on social media and over here on YouTube in the posts tab of the channel. The next scheduled stream is Friday, 7 p.m. And that's some more Tales of Symphonia. We're getting kind of close to the end of that, I think, now. I say kind of closer. I don't know how long it's going to take. So anyway, see you then, or another time. Once again, thank you very much for coming. This is Kalla signing out. See ya. Bye bye.